All right, guys, happy Monday. Whatever day it is, 28th, I think it is. Hot day today. Today is the mirror image of what we did on Friday, and Friday was chest, triceps. We had legs and abs, so it's going to sound very similar to one person. So today is back, biceps, different legs, different abs, the same rhythm, and our warm-up is going to be a little bit different, okay? So we're going to get a little body core warm-up. Today, and I know you're not going to like me, I'm not upset about that, you've got 100 total plank movements. Whether you do rotational planks, whether you do slow elevator planks, whether you do plank swimmers, whether you do plank taps. Plank taps tend to be the quickest one. I want you to slowly do this for 100, and I'm going to have you guys get started. But the morning crew, if you're doing this recorded and it's 5 a.m., right, you haven't done anything, so be mindful that you are just getting out of bed, whereas the noon crew has hopefully been out of bed for a little while. Whenever you do your movement planks, I personally suggest doing them slowly, so then you can count every single movement. Doing them quickly, you would potentially need to count revolutions. Doing them slowly, you would count each movement. Rotational planks, in all fairness, can be the biggest motion, so it could be the slowest, as long as you maximize the motion. Elevator planks, people tend to go a little quick sometimes, so if you slow it down, you can't count each movement up, 1, down, 2. Recommendation on elevator planks to be mixing up your lead arm. Lead with the right for a little bit, lead with the left for a little bit. Again, plank taps are great. However, make sure you slow it down. You can change the width of your feet, wider to narrow. You can change where your feet are, that bear crawl position, right? Nice, good, challenging position. So you can change your plank taps. Plank swimmers, I don't want to say is the hardest one per se, but probably is the one that you really have to work hard to stay in position. Plank swimmers, again, you can be on your elbows and toes or hands and toes, and you're going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg. Again, plank taps, more often than not, you see people on their hands and toes. You can be on your elbows and toes. Rotational planks, again, elbows and toes or hands and toes. If you're on your hands, just be mindful to your elbows and shoulders as you do that rotational motion. Now, today is Monday. For most of us, it's really, really hot. If you're doing this recorded, maybe it's not quite so hot. Maybe it's got out of bed. But you've got 100 total, notice how I'm talking, steady, smooth, slow plank movements to start your day. It's meant to be mentally and physically challenging and rewarding to warm up that body, the core, a little bit different than what we normally do. Today's workout will sound like Friday's, just different muscles. Do you want to be done a little bit more? So it was a cardio hamstring glute circuit. The cardio was either 500-meter row or a quarter-mile treadmill or 2 minutes on a bike. Your choice. You only have 4 sets. The combo, you can either do kettlebell swing, you can do wide squat, or you can do stiff-legged RDLs. The kettlebells are over there, and they're always 15. So 1 round or 2 rounds or 3 rounds or 4 rounds. No.
Quarter mile.
A quarter mile or 500-meter run or 2-minute air ride. Combo with always 15 hamstring glute and RD. They're all hamstring glutes. They're all posture. One has more power and one has less power. I'll take 1, I'll take 2, I'll take 3, 4, 5. Good job today. And again, you are hopefully still in that. And yes, the tempo could be high. Let's just say it was 200 seconds. Well, that's still over 3 minutes of work. Let's say it was 2.5 to 3 seconds, right? That'd be 300 seconds of work. And that could even incorporate a couple rest breaks in there. And that would be 5 minutes. So this is a 3.5 to 5 minute core plank movement warm-up workout circuit. But of course, you know, me and my tempo, I like these things to be controlled tempo. If you do things slowly, you can count each movement. If you do things quickly, you count revolutions. There is no reward for going fast. Minimal to no benefits for going fast. But as you finish up that warm-up circuit, remember, I do not expect you to be done, but circuit 1 will be our trap rows. So at home, you either have a TRX row, you either have dumbbells, kettlebells, barbell row, maybe you have a machine row or cable row. At the gym, we have machine rows and cable rows. So if you're doing this at a gym or this gym, you could utilize those heavy tools. But we're going to be doing trap rows. And we're going to have a right leg moving circuit, kind of like what we did on Friday, but different. And that'll be circuit 1. Circuit 2 will be our lats and our abs. And circuit 3 will be our biceps and our left leg moving circuit. So we do have 3 circuits commencing after that 100 plank movement. That's it? 5 done? You said the last one, right? 8, 12? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Last one, right? Oh, 8, 12? We have one more then. There, 10? You have one more. Last one. As you get done with that circuit, get your space ready for trap rows. Again, you might have dumbbells or kettlebells or barbells or TRXs, machines and cables, trap rows. Your traps will always turn on when your hands come from in front of you, and later on your lats will turn on when your hands come from above you. We'll talk about that when you get there. Trap rows are going to be 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 30, which will sound like Friday. 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 30 on our trap rows. And of course, you're going to hear about it more. The right leg always moving, whether you have weight or not. You're going to have the narrow squat as 1, and then you step. You either do a wide squat formally, or you can step to a lateral lunge. And I recommend mixing that up as you need to. See what I'm saying? It's 50 total movements down by 10. So it'd be narrow squat is the odd number, and either wide squat is the even number, or a lateral lunge is the even number. But this circuit, your right leg is always moving. Round 1, 20 trap rows and 50 narrow squat to a wide squat or narrow squat to a lateral lunge, but your right leg is always moving. And if you ever hold weight, the weight is either up under chin for the narrow squat or down between legs on the wide squat or lateral lunge. If you're holding 1 weight, if you're holding 2 weights, you would have your narrow squat hands outside, and you would have your wide squat hands inside or lateral lunge. I know I'm giving you guys a lot. That's why I want you guys all in the same spot. listening and doing. Round 1 and 2 are very long. 20 trap rows for your back muscles, 50 on your legs, and you're gonna go between narrow squat and wide squat, or narrow squat and lateral lunge, but either way, your right leg is moving, and hopefully you can see that difference. Narrow squat always happens, so it's easy to think, oh, the narrow squat is always the odd number, and the even number can either be the lateral lunge, or you'd have a wide squat. 50 total movements down by 10, which should sound like Friday. And of course, the chest, triceps, legs, abs. Today, back, biceps, legs, abs. So round 1 was 20 trap rows. And again, at home, most people either have dumbbells, kettlebells, barbells, TRX. If you have a cable row or machine row, or if you're going to do this at this gym or another gym, you have more load potential per se. Even the TRX row, right? You can be at an angle on the TRX. I don't have it here to demonstrate. Or you can be completely laying on the ground, inverted TRX rows. We're going to be doing inverted rows here with the bar, and that's where you lay under the bar. We'll be doing that here soon. Anyhow, your trap rows are 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 30. And then your right leg is always moving for the most part. Narrow squat to a wide squat, or narrow squat to a lateral lunge. And that's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 total movements, or 25 down by 5 revolutions. Again, the weight thing. If you have one weight, you're going to hold it under your chin on narrow squats. You're going to hold it down in between your legs on either wide squat or the lateral lunge. That's if you have one weight. If you have two weights, you're going to hold it outside on the narrow, and either inside on the wide, or one in, one out on the lateral lunge. So, I hope that's all sunk in. I hope I beat a dead horse with all that information. Circuit 1 and Circuit 3 will sound the same as far as numbers, similar rhythm, tempo, movements, right side, left side. Circuit 2 is going to be our lats and our abs. So we have the warm-up workout core circuit per se, and you have 3 main lifting circuits today. It's been a crazy messaging day with the temperature, and after having lots of cancellations, and I get it, it's hot, I get it. I'm going to be done here between 2 and 3 today, so I'm not sitting around waiting for more cancellations. Trap rows, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 30, and as we get close to that point in time, we'll talk about that one more. Down by 4 on the trap rows, hopefully some weight changes as you can. Your right leg always moving for the most part from the narrow squat to the wide squat, or from the narrow squat to the lateral lunge. And that's 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 total movements, or 25 down by 5 revolutions. Not bad. Pat yourself on the back. You worked hard?
Yes.
Too easy?
We do.
How do you feel, Saturday?
Tired.
doable.
Yeah, it's too early.
Of course, it felt great earlier, and I'm like, oh, I see, it's good. But you'll walk out there, so it's 20 degrees warm out. It's 25 degrees now.
So, but I don't want to go out.
It sounds corny that the gym is 25 degrees cooler than outside because it's 104, I think it is right now. Right? I would say it's probably 80, 81 in here maybe.
It must be.
80, simply in the low 80s.
80, I would say.
I'm sweating.
Bye, have
But
a great day.
I'll go see Wednesday.
Yep, thank you.
But everybody that's come in, they've come in from either their warm house, their warm outside, like, oh, the gym feels great. And then of course you get half an hour through the workout, like, oh man, you know, it's hard, it's hard, it's hot. We don't work out in 80-degree weather very often. Because when it's 80 outside, I can keep the gym around 70. When it gets to 90s, that's when you start really getting in trouble. All right, focus on you, trap rows. Trap rows aren't the biggest motions, so it doesn't take that long. Again, if you're sitting tall with a cable or machine, or you're getting low with dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells, or falling back on the TRX, traps aren't that long of a muscle. So in some ways, trap rows is kind of like a pushing exercise. There is an elongation piece. There's the shortening concentric motion, and they burn. Whereas our lat pullovers the next circuit are going to be longer, so they take a little more time. Round one should be long in the books. 20 trap rows, 50 on the legs. Round two is 16 trap rows and 40 on the legs. Round three is 12 trap rows and 30 on the legs. And then after that, it does feel a little bit quicker. And remember, you ever hold weight. Single weight is weight under chin on the narrow squat and down between legs on the other one. If you have two weights, down outside your legs on the narrow squat. The wide squat, the weights are inside, and the lateral lunge is one in and one out. As you get down there in that circuit, which you're probably getting a little bit close, shouldn't be there yet. Your trap rows 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. Legs get forward 30, 20, 10. After the 10 on the legs, you've got that 30. Now, I said it last Friday. At the gym, we have a little bit different numbers. It's 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Burnout, because I can control the weights. Strip sets and burnouts, although they feel similar, they are different. Strip sets have a guaranteed rep outcome. So you guys get to do 30. I want my 30. And the weight does get changed. It depends on how heavy you started. Burnouts have guaranteed weight changes with a possible rep outcome. So at the gym, they have a 5 increment burnout that might yield 75 reps. But you know me, the weight they start with, they're not gonna get 75 reps. Anyhow, when you get done with the 4 row, the 10 legs, then do 30 rows, and I want that to burn. I want it to be challenging. If you don't have a lot of weights that can be changed, that's okay. Notice how I'm talking. Do your 30 efficiently, slowly, effectively, let it burn. If you do have a lot of weights to play with, it's okay to start heavy and you go lighter as needed, and that would be a strip set. Strip sets have guaranteed rep outcomes with possible, but more than likely, weight changes. Blah, 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 blah. Education for you. Again, after that, 4 row, 10 leg, 30 on your trap rows to end your circuit. And then you're gonna wanna get your space ready. We're gonna be on lat pullovers or lat pull downs. Right at the gym, you have all those options. But your combo will be abs. We did abs on Friday. Today is just gonna be a little bit different. So after your 30 trap rows, get your equipment and space ready for lat pullovers or lat pull downs. The benefit of lat pullovers is you can lay on the ground the entire time. The benefit of lat pull downs is you potentially have more weight to play with. So they're both good options. After your 30 trap rows, you've got 5 sets of 8 to 12 lat pull overs or lat pull downs. So I'm just going to use the word lats, L-A-T-S. 5 sets of 8 to 12 lats. Again, lat pullovers or lat pull downs. Your combo, which might sound like the other day, always 30, but today I want scissors or runners or swimmers or windshield wipers or iso penguins. On Friday, we did our big abs. So when you do both workouts, it's all gonna sound very similar. The middle circuit. We're gonna use the middle circuit today as the rhythm circuit. I didn't say the easy circuit. 5 sets of 8 to 12 lats. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Always 30 on your big but hard abs core. Scissors, runners, swimmers, windshield wipers, Russian twists, iso penguins. Earlier today you did 100 on your movement planks. Here comes 150 more abs and core. So today we'll yield 150 abs core. Sorry about math, 250 abs core. So hopefully you've transitioned into the next circuit. Your middle circuit is 5 sets of 8 to 12 lats. The benefit of lat pullovers is that you can lay on something the entire time. Lat pullovers, you can lay on the ground, a ball, a bench. Lat pull downs, the benefit is the load potential, the motion potential. It could be heavy, it could be challenging. 5 sets of 8 to 12. Always 30 on your abs core. Scissors, runners, swimmers, windshield wipers, Russian twists, rotational planks. I want the circuit to increase your tempo and rhythm for the day. I didn't say go fast. I definitely want you to feel like you're turning it up a little bit. like it, I like it, I like it. Again, the 5 sets of 8 to 12 lats. Benefit of laying on the ground. Lat pullovers, you've done them a million times. You can lay on the ground, ball, bench. You can potentially lay on the ground the whole time. 5 sets of 8 to 12. Your combo of abs, scissors, runners, swimmers, windshield wipers, Russian twist, rotational planks, iso penguins. Those are always 30. Take your time, enjoy the moment. It is a tempo circuit, it is a rhythm circuit, because the previous circuit and the next circuit sound very similar. Now I'm going to start talking about it. I don't expect you to be there, but when you get there, get your space ready for bicep curls. You got dumbbells, you got barbells, you got cables, you got TRXs, you got different bicep tools, and you have different hand positions. And again, I'm not saying you should be there, right? You know you're going to hear it soon. Online, we'll hear it again soon. Recorded, you can always push pause. Your bicep curls are going to be the 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 30 reps if you want one more 30 rep burner. But you've got that left leg, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. You got the narrow squat to the wide squat, or narrow squat to the lateral lunge. And that will be your 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 total movements. Biceps are replacing your trap rows. You've got different tools, dumbbells, barbells, TRXs. Yes, there's other ways you can hold kettlebells and plates. Biceps are 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. Extra credit, 30 burner. If you want the extra credit, 30 burner. And your left leg is going to be 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. And I know I really shouldn't say left leg, because the narrow squat is both legs. The wide squat is both legs. But the lateral lunge is a left leg. But the left leg is always moving like you did earlier. Again, you know you're going to hear about it soon. Biceps and left leg moving. Hola, ¿cómo está? Hola. push hands, high, triceps, pushing. Those are your only two choices because pushing requires more positions. Pulling has more movements. That's later on. This will be 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. That is going to be 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. So round one is long 60, 10. Round two is just as long 50, 20. Round three is just as long 40, 30. And then you're leaving it down here. Now here, push your elbow quick. 60 left. Now you don't have a whole weight yet because it is 60. And yes, it is 30 each side. That way it alternate by 1, 4, and 5. But you can do it as you want to. As long as you also got one arm. 60. I like it. I know you guys are in it. I know you're doing it. I know you're working it. Again, recorded version has chances of pushing pause and rewind and mute. Online can only push mute. Your biceps. Again, you can change your hands. Dumbbells, you got hammer, hammer twist, open wide. You have subtle changes. Bars, you've got regular, wide, reverse grip, and TRX is kind of stuck on that regular open position. You have different tools, but your biceps are 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, same as earlier. If you want the extra credit burning 30, you are more than welcome to do an extra credit burning 30 at the end. And that left leg is always moving on your narrow squat to wide squat or narrow squat to lateral lunge. And Stella and Cameron, the chest, triceps, legs, abs was very similar but different. So I'd love it to happen some point in time. Wednesday we'll do the shoulder by tri version of this workout with, again, similar components, subtle changes so you don't get bored. Final circuit of the day. Focus on you, focus on your work, your effort, your load, your motion maintenance. Please. And live online peeps, and even recorded, you know my request, when you get done with these workouts, take time to stretch, foam roll, elevate those legs, pat yourself on the back. If you have energy, this is a great workout to do 5 or 10 minutes of cardio at the end. You have time to walk on the treadmill for 5 or 10 minutes, or run a mile, or row, 1,000 meters or something. It's a great time to do a little cardio. However, for the most part, I've written all these workouts the last several weeks to go with the temperature and the crazy schedules of kids getting out of school and all that stuff. So these workouts were geared to being a little less crazy. I didn't say easier. Intense, challenging, however, not crazy. Today was back, biceps, legs, abs, core. Wednesday will be shoulders, bis, tris, legs, similar but different idea. Last Friday, the saved recorded one I want everybody to do will be the chest, triceps, legs, abs. And when you get done, pat yourself in the back, stretch, foam roll, hydrate, nourish. Final time you hear the numbers, your biceps are 20, 16, 12, 8, 4, 30 rep burning extra credit if you have the time, the energy, the perseverance. Your legs 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Left leg always moving between the narrow squat to a lateral lunge or a narrow squat to a wide squat. Now hands behind your triceps, hands below your chest. I mean, you do have different positions, but it feels comfortable on hands high triceps and hands on chest. But you have variability between the two. Don't put yourself like these. No, there's only the two choices. And you have little changes like that. If you really want to do push-ups to the ground, you can, but you don't use the arms very much. Finish strong. I'll be turning off that recording here in a second. Have a wonderful day. Work hard, play hard. If you need anything, please let me know. Hydrate the body. Water is great. Water is phenomenal. But you're going to flush out the good stuff and bad stuff. Get those electrolytes in your body. Don't be surprised if drinking a Gatorade makes you feel really good. We are perspiring a lot. Get some rest, cool off, breathe and focus.